taken this morning for the reason that a medical examination or a psychiatric test has not been conducted. It can only be done, as is the tradition of the High Court in Nairobi, at the Mathari Teaching and Referral Hospital, Nairobi. 3. Accordingly, I order that the suspect, Sergeant Ahmed Rashid, shall surrender himself to the DCIO offices, Garissa Township, either to Mr. Muli, who is the Assistant Superintendent of Police, or the senior-most officer at that station, or in the alternative, to the CCIO, Commissioner of Police Charles Dungo, before the end of today's date. The suspect shall then be escorted to Nairobi to take the said psychiatric examination. 4. In default of doing so, a warrant of arrest shall then issue. 5. For the avoidance of doubt, if the suspect voluntarily surrenders himself to the police as above ordered and proceeds for the psychiatric examination as I have ordered, the police will be at liberty to release him on board on terms to be determined by the officer commanding the station. And 6, however, the suspect shall be in the hands of the police at the time of plea, which will also be taken factually on the date that I shall now give. And 7, in the circumstances, the undertaking made by Counsel Dunstan Omari to present the accused or the suspect to the court will be discharged on those terms. I haven't penned off in case there is something left hanging. We need to agree on a date when this plea can be taken.
Yes, my lord, and in addition,
to show that he is not cooperating in the process. So, assuming that he surrenders himself, as I have said, and he is escorted to Nairobi within a reasonable time, when can this plea now be taken?
2nd of January.
January.
Sorry. 2nd of February. February, my lord.
Now the court will not be sitting until the following week. The court will be away on official duties from the 31st until the 4th. So that
instructions from a client,
yes,
on whether he will take the route of going for mental assessment.
All right.
And if
yes, and I do not want to go into it or whether I should follow that decision or not. For the time being, let us not go into what will happen when you finally take those instructions or whether or not you'll want to challenge the order. There is already now an order that I've given for that psychiatric examination to be carried out. All right? So that it's of course open to you and your client if you want to challenge that particular order. But for the time being, that's the order that is there. So are you available on the 9th to take plea? On behalf of
let me look at the diary. In connection to the suspect, Lord, we had filed a petition. Yes. Mr. Mayo can give the date it was filed. When we appeared before you, you had given an indication that you give directions over the petition that we.
Yes, and order number 3 was that the notice of motion dated the 29th of November 2022 shall be mentioned for further directions on that date And that